You'll never guess what I'm doing today. Okay, so here's a Pokemon sales data video. We have so much freaking data to go over. All right, so right now, the first things first, the Japanese set that I love, Town on No Map, Espeon PSA 10 sold for $238. Then we had an unlimited Charizard PSA 8 sold for $715. I'm going to move this so it is over here, and then I'm going to lean down like this. So we had an Aerodactyl First Edition PSA 9 sold for $161. Two Rockets Mewtwo's First Edition PSA 10 both sold for $1,100. As soon as one sold, the other one sold right there. So one sold at auction and the other sold at, it was just bought. It was like our best offer and it was bought. Then we had a Dark Persian, my favorite one. There's only like 17 of those PSA 10s in the world with Giovanni's eyes in the background, Japanese. So for $224, I still think that is incredibly undervalued. Then we have a Blastoise First Edition PSA 8 from base set, sold for $3,349. That is a record price point for that grade, for that card. And speaking of base set, we have a couple of Charizards here. First Edition PSA 4, sold for $6,400. Then a First Edition PSA 5, sold for $5,900, so $500 less than the PSA 4, whatever the reason that was. And then a PSA 6, sold for $6,700. So all three of those were record price points. This is from the PWCC auction that ended last night. It was incredible. And then we had a First Edition BGS 8.5. Okay, so why did this get an 8.5? Because it had a 9 for centering, which is great. Although I would personally like to see the 9 for the surface, because that's the one that, for me, I care about most. But it got an 8 on the surface, and on the edges on the corners, got an 8.5. So looking past that, that's how you got the BGS 8.5. And the top three bids were $16,580, $20,050, and the winning bid was $20,150. Incredible. Obviously, the 9s right now, we've had people offer $27,000, $29,000, and they've had no buyers. Nobody would buy it on it. So the 9 right now, I'm thinking is anywhere between probably about $35,000 right now for a First Edition PSA 9 Charizard, which, not even a year ago, you could get for like, what, 8? It's incredible. So, moving on continuing with base set, we had Mewtwo, First Edition PSA 8, sold for $1,900. And then we had 3 9s. So this was incredible. And they were all new certs, all started with a 4. So we had one sell for $4,550, one sell for $2,550, so $2,000 less than that, which is incredible because it's the same grade, all new cert. And they had one in the middle sell for $3,050. So this is by far started up here at $4,550, $2,550, then $3,050. So really incredible. I'm very curious to see what the next one sells for. Again, those were 9s. Then we had a Raichu First Edition PSA 9, sold for $2,375, and then another one sold for $2,225. Those were both, they were not new certs. One was new, one was old, but they were both probably around the same actual grade because they had gotten the same. I'll catch you later, man.
Later, bro.
And we had a Zapdos First Edition PSA 8. 8 sold for $630, so that one you could still get for pretty cheap, under $1,000, which I don't think you'll be able to get for anyone else. Maybe a Poliwhirl or a Nidoking. Because a 9 sold for $2,200. Then we had another 9 sell for $1,775. And then we had a 10, a First Edition PSA 10 Zapdos. Record price point by a long shot. The top 4 bids were $9,000, $9,051, sorry. Then we had $10,100. Then we had $12,099. And the winning bid was $12,199. So you have that. If you go based on that, I have a calculator right here. I almost never have one. So if we get $1,775, which is what, the lower of the 9 sold for, times it by 5, $8,875. But if we do the 5 to 8 rule, $1,775 times 8, $14,200. So that actually works because the 10 sold for $12,199. That fits in there. But that was the lower Zapdos. The higher Zapdos was sold at $2,200. And we times it by 5, it's $11,000. So this actually still works for both of those PSA 9s, which is incredible. But speaking of which, the 8s usually sell for 40 to 60% of what the 9 sells for. So even going the lowest, $1,775 times 0.40, $710. That Zapdos does not fit the rule. That PSA 8 is incredibly undervalued at $630. I think it should be well, I don't want to say incredibly undervalued. It's probably worth between 800 and 1,000, I think. Again, there's no other 8s that are probably available for under $1,000. Maybe a Poliwrath and maybe a Nidoking, maybe, but that's about it. So moving on, continue with base sets, no hollows, but we had a Charmeleon first edition PSA 9, sold for $400. An Ivysaur first edition PSA 9, sold for $405. So Ivysaur got the better of Charmeleon on that one. And a bunch of Wartortles here. We had a first edition PSA 9 Wartortle sold for $375, and another one sold for $419. One of you couldn't bid $420 on that for the lols? Sorry. And then we had a PSA 8 sell for $190. That all makes sense. Bulbasaur here. Okay, so moving on to the starter set. All right, I'm just gonna move that there. The starter set, Bulbasaur got $3,050. Blew away every other starter record price point. Blew away its own price point. It's incredible. Even the Charmander, even though the first edition PSA 10 was a record price point at $2,295, Bulbasaur blew it out of the water by $710, $745, $55. Then we had a Pikachu Red Cheeks, first edition PSA 10, sell for $2,012. I think that was a Yellow Cheek. Either way, sold for $2,012. Then we had a Squirtle first edition PSA 10, sold for $2,300. All right, so we're moving on past base set. We have a Dragonite first edition PSA 10, sell for $3,875. This is a record price point by a long shot, and the top 4 bids were $3,500, $3,500 again, $3,825, and $3,875. So all 4 of them would have been record price points, but this is the first time I've seen a 10 sell in quite a while. We see a lot of 9s, and because this sold, you're not going to see a 9 for under $500. It's going to be like $700, $800, probably close to $9, maybe even $1,000. So we're looking at boxes here. We have 2 fossil boxes that sold very, very close with each other. Their first edition, they were sealed. One sold for $8,517. The other sold for $8,617. So with a $100 difference. Remember 2 years ago in 2018 when you can get these for $700 and now they're 10x of what they are? Why does this happen? It's because there was a decent amount of supply of boxes out there. But YouTubers, people that just did it for the views, did it for the gram, whatever they did, they would buy these boxes. 32 packs in it. They would sell all of the packs. They would film themselves opening up the packs and say, okay, this one goes to you, this one goes to you. They do that, they get views, they get money from not only selling the packs at a premium, but also they get money from YouTube for the ad revenue. So they were just doing this over and over and over again. And great. They can do that all they want, but the party's over now. I guess you could still do it, but the fact that there are so few boxes out there, you would be stupid to buy a box for $8,500, sell all the packs. Let's say you make $1,000 on that, and let's say you make $2,000 on it. This went up 10x or 11x in 2 years. Are you really going to do that again for a couple $1,000s? I would not. Just saying. So Tropical Winds is something that I really like, and we had a Tropical Wind, Tropical Mega Battle PSA 4, so for $5,958. That's a PSA 4. Again, this is from 1999. This is one. I think 2001 is the rarest, but 1999 was the first. So that was incredible. $5,958 for PSA 4. And then we had a BGS 9. It was a quad 9. Sold for $20,100. The top 2 bids were $20,000 and $20,100, and the third bid on that was $12,126. So you have an $8,000 difference between that. Why did that happen? Let's say if I was that third person and I could bid up to, let's say, $15,000 or even $18,000, and then I don't check it for 6 hours, and suddenly it goes up to $19,000. Well, I can't bid what I want. So maybe that's the reason, or it's just these 2 people wanted that, and nobody else wanted. Nobody else would pay more than $12,000 for it. So that's possible too. So the next one could sell for $13,000. I don't know. Clefable first edition PSA 9 sold for $133. Scyther first edition PSA 9 sold for $275. We had a Jungle Box. Oh my God, are you ready for this? And this is the same thing. You could buy the Fossil or the Jungle Box 2 years ago for $700, $800. The top 4 bids on this one. Now, granted, there was only one of these. There was 2 of the Fossil. Maybe that's why you saw a little bit of a not as sold for top 4 bids were $12,000, $12,600, $13,000, and the winning bid was $13,100. So let's do $13,100 divided by 700. This increased 18x in 2 years. Are you freaking kidding me? This is why if I have a box, I'm not breaking it down for the packs. Even if I make $3,000-$4,000 on it, which is a large stretch, you're probably only going to make $1,000 or $2,000. And let's say maybe I make a little bit on YouTube ad revenue, which I won't because I don't have that many subscribers as these guys do. That's 18x your money in 2 years. There is nothing that I could do to make myself 18x my money in 2 years. That is heckin' incredible. So if you have a box, keep it. Those things are freaking gold. Then we had a pre-release Clefable. It was signed by Arita. The autograph got a 9, and it was authenticated, so it didn't have a grade. I would have given it between a 5 and a 6 because of the fact that it had a lot of edge wear, a lot of the corners were a little rough also, so maybe even a 5. But only sold for $863. You're getting an Arita signed pre-release Clefable. The auto got a 9 for $863. Whoever got that is incredible buy. I'll give you $1,000 for it right now. Seriously, if anyone bought it and they wanted to flip it quick, I'll give you $1,000 for it. So moving past that, we had a Rockets Mewtwo first edition PSA 8, sold for $183. From that same Gym Challenge set, we had a Giovanni's Last Resort first edition PSA 10, sold for $153. A Azumarill first edition PSA 10 sold for $129. Then we had there's a PSA 9 Azumarill, my fault. And a Blossom first edition PSA 9 sold for $129. The 10s, I think you still get at like $350, so that is incredibly undervalued. That should be like a $600-$700 card if the 9 got $129. For Alligator first edition PSA 9, number 4. So there's one that is easier to grade, easier to find, not as good artwork in my opinion. That sold for $480. So it's no wonder that the 5, number 5, sold for $660. I still haven't uploaded that card. I haven't listed it yet. I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to list that and a couple of others. I will probably this weekend when I have a little more time. Then we have Lugia first edition PSA 8, sold for $790. Why even before this auction, that should I think be $1,000 because the 9 on this one sold for $2,275, and then after the auctions, 2 more sold for $2,850 and $3,250. So yeah, that's really incredible. Meganium first edition PSA 10 sold for 9.5. I'm sorry. Yeah, first edition PSA 10. It was a BGS 9.5. First edition. BGS 9.5. I'm so sorry. And it was number 10. So it was one of the better artwork, harder to grade. And it got a 9.5. Everything was 9.5 except for the surface, which got a 9. Again, my favorite thing. Sold for $810. Record price point, good price point for now. I think it should probably be worth a little bit more, maybe like $1,500. And then a Steelix first edition PSA 9, sold for $155. Record price point for that grade. And a T17, Typhlosion number 17, 8.5 PSA, sold for $1,249. I will get to the rest tomorrow. This is already at 13 minutes. I will do the rest tomorrow. I just have so much stuff going on. And then I'll catch you guys later. Actually, I might not even have the chance tomorrow, so I'll just do it right now. Because tomorrow I'm going to do some stuff. So you can see right here, Neo Destiny Shining Tyranitar. First edition, what was it? It was a 9, $13.75. I love these Aquapolis ones. Aquapolis Zapdos, PSA 10, Holo, $611. Oh my god, this Crystal Skyridge Golem is amazing. PSA 9 got $504. I would pay minimum $1,000 for the 10. It's so beautiful. Some that I don't really cover, but a Japanese Gold Star Rayquaza PSA 10, $7,400 for the Japanese version. My god. And then Deoxys Gold Star, it was Latias. That sold for $2,028, PSA 9. I love that card also. Very low pop. Entei Gold Star, $387 for PSA 9, and then we had a Raikou Gold Star PSA 9, so for $386. That is very close. That is very, very close. Within 50 cents of each other. And then, oh, we did it. We do have the Suicune Gold Star. PSA 7, though, $255. Interesting. So that 9 is definitely like 400 plus. Then we had a Flareon Gold Star PSA 9, $660. Oh my, Nobody could bet $6 more, make it $666. And then we had a PSA 9 or a BGS 9. It's a shadowless. No, it is not a shadowless. That is a. Let's see what we got here. Okay, apparently I cannot view in on the picture. But either way, it sold for $940. It was not. It was an unlimited, and it looks like it was a. Oh my God! I have to go here. Yeah, status ended. Why is it not coming up? Okay, there we go. Well, all right. So whoever graded that, it was a 9, sold for $940, and then a Lugia, which is another one, sold for $23.75. So we have 4 data points for that one. That's incredible. All right, guys, I love you. I'll talk to you all later. This video's getting long. I will not have a new video tomorrow night for reasons, but I will be back on Thursday with more data. I love you all. Bye.